peaceful people struggle as we struggle, and we don't look for trouble, just ask around. But when outside faces from foreign places talk about taking over, we ain't backing down. We ain't giving up no mountains, we ain't giving up no tree, we ain't giving up no river that belongs to we. Not one blue sake, not one rice grain, not one grass, not a blade of grass. This land is all I know. We're gonna make it somehow. We will bend like a bow, but never break. Our fathers came here, and they lived and died here, and we ain't moving nowhere, make no mistake. We ain't giving up no mountains, we ain't giving up no tree, we ain't giving up no river that belongs to we. Not one blue sake, not one rice grain, not one grass, not a blade of grass.
We love the open county of the Rupununi and the Essequibo, daytime or night. Though we may criticize it, this is our home, we love it, and we need to keep it. We have that right.
We ain't giving up no mountains, we ain't giving up no tree, we ain't giving up no river that belongs to we. Not one blue sake, not one rice grain, not one grass, not a blade of grass. We ain't giving up no mountains, we ain't giving up no tree, we ain't giving up no river that belongs to we. Not one blue sake, not one rice grain, not one grass, not a blade of grass. We ain't giving up no mountains, we ain't giving up no tree, we ain't giving up no river that belongs to we. Not one blue sake, not one rice grain, not one grass, not a blade of grass.
This is Quincy Anderson. You know I love my country. There's no other country better than mine. Welcome to Guyana, land of 6 races, 6 different faces, and we all live in love. Guyana is a beautiful country, no other can compare. Got everything right here, so no other can compare. Guyana is made up of so many natural resources. We don't need no forces, cause we got enough resources. Let's talk about bauxite, gold, diamond, and rice. We got it right here. Guyana ain't going nowhere. We got enough oil too. One Guyana, I love Guyana. Guyana, my country, my home. The only place I call home. One Guyana, I love Guyana. Guyana, my country, my home. The only place I call home. Hey, hey, Guyana is nice, Guyana is fun, Guyana is clean, Guyana is green, Guyana got oil, Guyana got gold, Guyana got young and Guyana got old. I ain't talking no more. Guyana got things, we growing wings and developing things. The government real and that's a big deal. I'm singing from my heart, Guyana. I love Guyana. Guyana, my country, my home. The only place I call home. One Guyana. I love Guyana. Guyana, my country, my home. The only place I call home. Welcome to Guyana, land of 6 races, 6 different faces, and we all live in love. Guyana is a beautiful country, no other can compare. Got everything right here, so no other can compare. Guyana is made up of so many natural resources. We don't need no forces, cause we got enough resources. Let's talk about bauxite, gold, diamond, and rice. We got it right here. Guyana ain't going nowhere. We got enough oil to one Guyana. I love Guyana. Guyana, my country, my home. The only place I call home. One Guyana. I love Guyana. Guyana, my country, my home. The only place I. Oh yes. A lot of you gon' vex, but I tell you, sometimes you just got to listen. There's a child in every home and every community. They will grow up to be symbols of unity. They'll be colorblind to race and ethnicity. That's the vision of a leader like President Irfan Ali. I'm talking about the one Guyana where our people can live in peace, where every race trusts each other, where racial prejudice no longer exists. Our children will have one Guyana to grow up in a land united and free with equality and blessed with prosperity. For too long we've been fighting one another. It's race against race, but in the end the country suffer. Oh, we were born here, not in India nor Africa. But if we can't get along, the foreigners gon' eat we suffer. We must put an end to racism. Let it end now with this generation. Together we'll develop this nation. Make Guyana the gem of the Caribbean. Don't listen to them wicked politicians who will divide us to win an election. Believe it or not, Guyanese no smarter than that. Yeah, I told you, it's your boy Podmore. Unity is the key. We are all one and we should be treated as one. Our ancestors were slaves and laborers, but the life they endured.
Good night, and welcome to this special edition of Livewire. We're here in the night time, people. Man, we had some stuff to debunk that we couldn't wait for morning. Plus, we got other stuff to deal with in the morning, so we won't tie up our time too much with nonsense. But tonight, we're going to be looking at the Peters Hall issue. I'm happy I have... keep forgetting to put you on silent. It's because it's nighttime. It's a reflex in the morning. But tonight I have with me to go through and take you through the paces, entrepreneur, music writer, performer, I said entrepreneur already, political activist, lots of things, right? We got to look at this Peters Hall issue. And none other than Quincy Anderson is going to be joining me on the live. Man, listen, I saw the video with Minister Edgell, and the reason I decided to do this live tonight is because later in the day, I saw the resident of Peters Hall. She made a lengthy video with Mr. Duncan. And look, people, tonight I'm going to show you the property. Tonight we're going to dissect the video and listen to the lies that have are being shared by this big woman. And you think big people, they're different. But we will see, and you will learn also tonight that, and it's so sad that we have to label this or have to show you the political side of it. Because reliable sources in the neighborhood have informed us here at Livewire that this lady here is a staunch supporter of the PNC and has a deep disliking for President Ali. But we can get into it. We can get into it tonight, right? So before I bring Mr. Anderson on, I want to say more. Hear me, but morning. It reflects Livewire's morning time. I want to say good night to everybody joining us on the live. Oh, I want to also say thank you for everybody who called and messaged today. I'm feeling much better. And thank you for your concern. It really was really touching to see that all the persons, Pam, Marisha, and all the others who messaged and called to, find out if I was okay. But from this morning to now, I'm feeling much, much, much better. So good night to Pam Singh, Tulsiram Chetty, Omar Sharif, Rennie Passad, Ann Hill, Maureen Razio, Jasoda Apple Sami. This is a different Jasoda. Prasad Pati, Marlon Boyce. I hope the surgery went well and you're on to a speedy recovery. Greg Hill, good night to you. Special good night to Councillor Stephanie Nelson Moore from Mocha. The people calling up Mocha name in the thing. Them people that used to live in Mocha, them squad. Trouble. Lynette, good night to you. Jasmine Baldio, good night to Deshaun Abrams, Zoe and Miss Rita and Mr. Little. Good night to everybody there. Rosaline Sukra, good night to you. Richard Stanislas, good night to you. Shakila Bridgelal, good night to you. I still got to set the greens, Shakila. Thank you for setting me up. Y'all farm your garden. Lash PA, good night to you. Dionan Suku, joining us from Brampton, Canada. Tanya Mahabir, getting the weather right for us. Big up yourself, Tanya. Y'all on point these days. Rosita Nicholas, Tracy Martindale. Tracy's currently in Bartica. The president is in Bartica. He went up there to see what's going on with projects in the area. A lot of infrastructure happening in Bartica, housing, all sorts of things. And we're going to get an update on the visit from OPM representative Erin Ward in the new week. So that's something for you guys to look forward. We're supposed to have Minister Edgel on the program in the new week also. That has not been confirmed as yet, but it's also something for you to potentially look forward to. Christopher Prasad, good night to you. Cindy, good night. Corinne, good night to you. Gil Ian, had huge trouble. I see Zoe. You know what it's like with Zoe and her husband? Both of them just look from two different devices. So my views up. Big up yourself, right? Shakila Khan, good night to you. Ophiba Nelson, good night. Charity Prasad, good night to you. Matthew D'Souza, big up yourself, brother. Rajendra Singh, good night to you. Mukesh Vishnudat. Kale, good night, my brother. There's a good comrade. Amanda Alexander, good night to you. Today is Thursday. I hope you went to the place that you were supposed to go to. And I hope you got through. Derek Drapal, Denita Rup Narain, good night to you. Vikram Patrick, Suratan Prasad, good night to you, joining us from NYC. Clifton, Wazim Hasnu, Keith Benjamin, Rakesh, good night to you. Savitri Rose, good night to you. Edward Boudou, Prem Prashad, Chris, Betty Chris, Sudden Balkaran, good night to you. Asif Hamad, Imam, good night to you. Asif Hamad, Asif Williams, sorry. Good night, Imam. Sherwin Siram, good night to you. Aliyah Mohammed, Akish Baldio. Lord, what trouble. Quincy, if you see people here, ready, bye. Vicky, good night. Quincy Gibson joining us all the way from up the East Bank. Good night to you, brother. Shazam Ishfiani, Counselor Dan Singh, good night to you. Good night to the counselors on the live. Good night. Vishal Inderjit, old school friend from the business school. Wendy Reese Bruce, good night. Good night. Without further ado, let me welcome on screen, because he looked like he fed up. He fed up. He did it, and he looked like he pouting already. Let me welcome on screen Mr. Quincy Anderson to join us on this live program. Good night, sir. Welcome to the show. Thank you for taking the time to be here with us this evening. I know you're a very busy.
Yeah. Good night, Courdel. Good night, everyone. Good night. Yeah. Thanks for having me on the show, Courdel.
Man, it's always a pleasure. And, I like our conversations. And I was looking at this and I was thinking, who is a good person to go through this with here? And I couldn't think of no better person, because I know that you literally see and hear the nonsense that I hear too. It don't process with you as well. So without keeping the people waiting, as persons would know, a video was circulating, and before we jump in, Minister Edgel, along with some of the staffers at the Ministry of Public Works, went after a lengthy process of engaging with these
Correct.
residents.
This is almost 2 years of engagement.
Yeah, and I would have highlighted that on the program this morning, that this whole engagement with the Peters Hall residents in relation to the land acquisition for this new bridge, the consultations began back in October of 2022 and continued through 2023, right? And
Correct.
the government was offering these persons monetary compensation for the evaluated value of the land or the building. They were offering them a free plot of land. You understand? Some of them had crops in the area. They were getting monetary compensations for the crops. And also for the persons who had to build, who wanted to build,
The government is renting a place for them.
Right.
Yes.
So, I mean, Quincy, I give me your take before we jump into the video. A little synopsis of this situation, because in my view, I think some Guyanese can be a little unreasonable.
I think persons that don't want to, that are giving the government a hard time, basically, they're enemies of progress. And everyone, blind eyes could look at it and see the facts that the bunch that is doing this, it's a politically motivated stunt.
Yeah.
And here again, Courdel, we have an opposition that just bent on being enemies of progress. Anything, an opposition supposed to be there and keep the government on the toes, but an opposition is not supposed to be there and just bombard everything that is good.
Yeah.
They don't like anything that is good, partner. And you could see when we show the viewers the video when Minister Edgel went into the community to serve notice, I see a lot of persons on social media saying that is not the minister shouldn't go, etc., etc. I based on my perspective or my point of view, I think that that's a great move by the minister, because he is there on the ground. He is going and meet the persons in person. He's going there face to face. Any questions or anything you have that you want to ask him, he's there on the ground, and he would listen, and he would be more able to fill you in on anything that you probably missed out or what have you. You understand? So I think that is a great move.
This morning, I was like, man, but why would Minister Edgel go down there himself? Probably somebody else should have handled that. But I thought about it some more, and it just the same point you made. If they had any questions, anything, this is the man who would have the answers.
Correct.
So after I would have made the statement, I thought about it, and I was like, it was probably indeed the best thing for him to do it himself, and in case anybody had any questions. Now, before we jump into the video, I wanted to show some persons exactly what we're talking about in relation to the structure that we're dealing with, right? Now, I was able to get some photos so people could have a clear idea. And this is the front and the sides, and this here is the back of the facility. The photo and flip, it didn't flip yet. Oh, why is going to the video? Just a second. So, okay, no. Right. So it's supposed to pop up here now. So, first of all, it's a two-story structure, But why is it not going? Just a second. Right. So it's a two-story structure, but it's not in the best of condition. You understand me? It's not in the best of condition. And why that not on the screen? What's going on here, Quincy? Hold on. Just a second. So I want
Courdel,
an idea of what exactly we're talking about. So have a look at this here.
look, it's the mansion.
Right? So guys, have a look at this. This is the back of the building. And I'm sorry I only have photos of photos. But this was a last minute attempt to get this live put together to show you guys exactly what we're dealing with. And mind you, the amount, because I heard persons saying the government want to give her $10 million to the place or less than 10 million. The government is offering for this property here, Mr.
Based on the value, the evaluation, the evaluator.
Right, but what I'm trying to show you, sir, they're not paying the evaluator's price because the evaluators value this much lower than the government is paying. The government is offering her $35 million for this property, and mind you, the toilet and the bath outside. So you know the inside infrastructure got to be real bad that you can't have your toilet and your bath inside.
They look like a latrine outside here.
A latrine and a bathroom, brother. Right? You see what's going on here?
Yeah. That's why you see in the video clip that we'll show the audience, they will see that the person that was recording it when Mr. Jill was there, they didn't turn around to show the house. You understand? And if you were trying to put a point over to the public, right?
Yeah.
Courdel, you're supposed to show watch. Look at my place. You want to give me the little pickings for my place. You understand?
Bye. Anyway, let's get into this video here, Quincy.
Good morning. So you're videoing me this morning?
Yep.
Minister's a star.
All right. I have a letter that I have for you here. The acquisition of the property for the building of the bridge.
And you okay?
What?
You hear the lady say you're who? Right?
Man, let me pull it
So
up a
you
couple
see
of
from the
times.
starting, you don't know auntie's a liar, big woman.
So she asking who Minister Edgel is, like she
Yeah,
knows
she know who's he. Yeah.
Listen.
And you okay?
I'm Minister.
So she's never seen this guy before.
No,
Allegedly.
no, apparently not. Apparently not. So big auntie, her eyesight automatically vanish.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
So what is happening? We've been talking about the bridge and the acquiring of the bridge. So we have already gone up with it.
Acquiring the bridge? Well, acquiring the bridge.
Man, look. You see the ignorance that getting approached with?
Yes, it's bad.
And mind you, this bridge, the thing is, Quincy, and you would know as well as our viewers, this bridge is not something that the government pop up with 2-3 months ago and decided that they want to do. Since 2002, and even before that, I was reliably
Before then, they had the plan out and everything. So everyone,
Right.
It was all across the mainstream media. The government would have had consultation with persons before, and Big Auntie went to all their meetings. You understand? So Big Auntie can't say she know what's going on. She was there in all of those meetings, and you could see. You could see from the starting of the video that Big Auntie gets she have a negative intention. She gets her own intention to be an enemy of progress, Courdel.
Partner, auntie telling the man, well, if you
Who's
if you acquire the bridge, you acquire the bridge. I was saying, Quincy, I was reliably informed that even before 2002, when the consultations officially began and persons hear about bridge and these kinds of things, those persons that were in the part were some of the first persons that were consulted.
Yeah.
Right? Some of the first persons that were consulted. So even before the wider Guyana know that bridge billing and whatnot, they were the first set of people that the ministry went to. But let me
Exactly.
continue.
We have acquired a property for the building of the bridge.
Well, you can't acquire any bridge.
I said we have acquired a property for the building of the bridge. As I'm correcting myself. And the only matter we have outstanding with is the amount to be paid for compensation.
Quincy, what do you think about the minister's exhibition of patience, given the long process that they would have been through already?
I think the minister exercised tremendous patience there. And then not only patience, remember you have to have stupidity tolerance as well. You understand? So I must congratulate the minister on keeping his composure together, having a huge and a large amount of stupidity tolerance, because I don't know. I don't know. To me, I allergic to stupidity, partner. And I think I probably might would explode on Auntie.
Auntie disgusting. Let me go.
Oh, you acquired it already?
Yes.
Behind my back?
No. We told the whole country that is publishing the official gazette and everything.
Why?
Because we've been meeting with
No,
you.
hold on. Let me rewind a little bit.
The amount to be paid for compensation.
Oh, you acquired it already?
Yes.
Behind my back?
No. We told the whole country that is publishing the official gazette and everything.
Why?
Because we've been meeting with you.
Is that illegal or is that
No. That is illegal.
Meeting with.
So Quincy, Auntie don't know about compulsory acquisition.
No, she don't know about nothing in her Auntie. She didn't even know the minister. She get automatic amnesia, Courdel.
Oh my goodness.
In what way? What capacity? In what
Anyhow,
capacity?
I have a letter that I need to give you, which is the notice of what is happening. I'd like to give it to this to you.
Police are going out with y'all.
No, man, it's not police.
This is police with terrorism. Every time y'all come, it's police with terrorism. Y'all doing it with people.
No, first of all.
All right, you hear Auntie contradict herself there. Every time y'all come.
Every time. So they had to come before.
All right then. Good.
They had to come before.
Exactly.
So, this is not the first time she meeting the minister. Who are you? Who are you?
Who are you?
So it's like I can't process how these people literally contradict themselves whilst they're talking.
Man,
and when you go to the other video she made, it gonna get worse.
If, the viewers, I think we should allow the viewers to see this video, Courdel, and see the type of person this particular individual is. And, it's words cannot explain.
Let me go.
Now, if I didn't got a project, nobody's stopping development. But the things y'all going on with is not professional. And y'all inconsistent with y'all doing. Very unprofessional, this government, I tell you.
The only matter
they come in and threaten you and all them kind of things.
So, who come threaten big auntie, man?
I want to know which station she went and made the report. I hope she made a report, because threatening language and threatening behavior.
Yeah, there's a serious allegation there.
There was, man, auntie, you make a report. If anybody on this live know this lady, please encourage her to go and make a report.
Who came and threatened you?
But how you could come to me this morning? You passed me 2 times. We had a project out there. That
So wait, you passed me how much time? So you hear the other morning, right? So auntie, now this is the first time. You remember from the start, this is the first time to see the minister. All right, there we go. Auntie tied up herself.
we had a protest with black yarn. You were in your vehicle. You went up there and see that.
I don't know.
You wind up your vehicle, man. Listen, you listen to me.
No, I don't know anything about any protest.
I will call all the residents. We have a protest right on the concern. We had a cocoa breakdown and all them things. Your last
So wait. Now we gone from the bridge to a cocoa breakdown.
Yeah.
So I'm confused, man. What we really dealing with here? I know me and you talking about the bridge and these houses that are in the way and government trying to, make way.
No, Auntie got about cocoa.
Cocoa? So we on the cocoa now. Let me continue.
No government official never come in. Last fridge, washing machine, nobody, no compensation, nothing. I wrote letter to you.
I don't have a letter.
Personally.
So wait.
In outreach the fridge.
They had a flood in this area, Quincy.
Probably.
And this lady is saying, no, but Peters Hall, they had a time when the cocoa breaks there, the whole place is flood.
But Courdel, let me be frank and let me be frank with this thing. She's saying that the government didn't go out and do anything. Courdel, if we look at it on a realistic point of view, it wasn't the entire country flood. I mean, Peters Hall probably had a little mishap, but you can't expect the government to replace all your appliances or anything that was damaged there. It's a natural disaster that the government do it. You understand? That's why they have insurance company and so on out there. Persons should go out and insure their appliances.
That I just put up on the screen. What man are you talking? Which is talking Bye.
Whatever furniture you probably might have in your house, get an insurance, take out an insurance for it. Every single thing that happens is the government.
That's Alicia dug in here. Now, this young lady always has an opinion. So I'm trying to find where else she would have commented. Literally disrespectful. Alicia, I could send you a link and invite you on so I could understand what you're talking about. Because so many people are commenting. So your comments are like really far apart. So I see you saying here, literally disrespectful. What you mean attention, ma'am? They should have given her an upfront. This is absurd. Alicia, let me call Alicia. There's somebody I know. Let me see if she want to jump in this here. Because I want this scene one-sided. You understand?
But how Alicia is talking about upfront? This is something that is in the public domain for almost 2 years now.
Let me call her. Let me call her and see if she can come on the program. She's probably watching on the phone that I calling on. Nah, she declined the call. So she probably just given an opinion there with probably not having all the facts. So that's not a problem. But I wanted you to make your point so persons could understand where you're coming from. Because I don't think you might be completely informed on the issues. But I know you like to share your opinion a lot. But whatever. Anyway, let me get back to this here. I
took 3 letters. One to the president, one to you.
I don't have any letter from you concerned, and I don't know what any.
I'll call the man right now, don't you?
Now, before Alicia distracted me, a point I wanted to make here. The lady's complaining about losing washing machine and appliances due to a flood, that's nothing to do with the bridge. Now, I would think if this area is prone to flooding, and I have an opportunity to get out of that area, I try to seize the opportunity.
Exactly. And more so, you're getting a free land. You're getting monies to bill. You will be compensated. You will be compensated by the government giving you a moving allowance as well. Yeah. They're giving you a moving allowance as well. While your house is being constructed, the government is also paying the rent.
Pay rent.
Paying the rent.
You could construct, you got 35 million. This lady here is getting 35 million. She could spend 15 million on building a new house. I'm probably just a downstairs because she old. Me want going up and down the step. and she can be all right, right?
Yes.
I am saying if I live in an area and I have an opportunity to move, and so I see Alicia saying no is no. So clearly, Alicia too doesn't understand compulsory acquisition. It's part of the law of Guyana. It could be done.
It basically give the government could to do any development. The government have the authority that they could take back a land.
Oh my gosh. And according to the information I have, the valuation from the government and private entities have valued the property and the building at a lower value than the government is paying.
Yes.
The government is paying 45 million for this thing here. 45 million. I understand people own the thing, and you might feel your thing got more value than it really got, and fine. But let me be realistic. Let's be realistic. You're getting more than it's worth.
Unfortunately, Courdel, common sense ain't common no more.
Look at. I can tell you about this girl out here, Quincy. She's trouble. She's trouble. Anyway,
I got all of the signature who signed to collect them letters to give y'all when they throw it in the dustbin.
Could you please collect them?
So apparently a group sent a letter and it get thrown in the dustbin. But again, I'm saying if this area is prone to flooding, you have an opportunity to move. Why not move? I mean, what's the issue? What's the issue?
That's the same thing I'm trying to figure out.
Thank you. Could you sign here as receiving it, please?
I collect this letter unknowing to my lawyer, but I wouldn't be signing.
Take a pin there, Courdel.
I wouldn't be signing.
She's speaking about the lawyer. Let the audience know that the government is also paying their attorney fees. The government is paying their attorney fees. The government is paying all of their attorney fees as well. And you heard her there. You heard her there.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm taking this letter without my lawyer. Right?
Hey,
the government paying for them. Guyana is a strange place.
Guyana people got things really nice in Guyana and they take advantage of it. A lot of them take advantage of it. And certain other administrations would have had a heavy-handed approach to this. You understand? A heavy-handed approach.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be signing. Because number one, a project like this here, nobody's stopping development. At least we should have had about 2 years notice. Listen, we burn and grow hay.
2002. We in 2024. What going on? What going on, man?
As I tell you, Courdel, common sense is not so common anymore.
Oh my goodness.
I born and grow here. And look at me, I'm a senior citizen. And this is liaison. This project started in 2022.
My understanding is that you have agreed.
She just said the project started in 2022.
2022, yes. And she's saying that now the government should have given them at least 2 years. Oh, this is something, man.
And I hope people take the time to listen to these things and dissect them. You're saying the government should have given you 2 years. The project started in 2022. They didn't reach the removing these houses yet. All the time they're talking with you.
Yes.
Since 2022. What going on, John?
I lost, honestly.
With who?
To give up.
With who?
With the Ministry of Housing.
With Ministry of Housing.
And the only difficulty that they have right now is what is the cost that you're asking.
Nobody come and have no negotiation with nobody here. It's for the abolition. Within 3 months, we got to move out. Within 3 months, we got to move.
I'm sorry about that, but I don't know about what you're talking about. I don't subscribe to that, and I don't know.
The president went up there a morning.
All right.
So at the point, I'd probably say, man, what else you telling me? What you see how the minister is professional? Because, oh my goodness, this is a complete misrepresentation of what happened.
Exactly. And more so, Cordell, Big Auntie went to each and every single meeting, each and every single engagement with the government. She would have even taken up the offer with them paying for the lawyers and these things. Big
Yeah.
Auntie know about everything, and there's this woman, this big woman, who's supposed to be setting example to the younger generation, lying.
Oh my, what? This lady's trouble.
And we went up there to see the president. You know what he did? Watch how the police they had me like a prisoner of war because the residents went up there to see
What?
the president because of what's going on here. You can't sleep night nor day. Look at this house over here.
But that's why they ask you to move because the heavy duty equipment, auntie. That's why this. Oh gosh, we know you can't sleep. That
Man,
people ponging thing and billing thing.
man.
Why you move? The road not good there. Brother, it's what man.
Man, the juicy part of the video, aunties like them people who them big people is tell you about, mustn't look into your neighbor plate. You must
I
not
said
look
that this
over your
morning,
neighbor yard.
I said
You
that
can
this
see,
morning.
you can see
People are
auntie
looking at
looking
other people's
over at
back.
what she neighbor get. Look at
Yeah,
your neighbor property and look at your shack.
yeah, but
Sorry.
what the ministry is saying is that they didn't pay those people $57 million to that place. They
Exactly.
didn't.
What big auntie saying? I want to know if she went with the people and sign and collect them thing. The people them went, they collect the thing, they don't move out. Big auntie there, they're fighting for more money. Look at,
No, no, for the
man.
people who joined this live late, I would have said earlier, the government would have offered this woman $35 million, right, for this property that she has here. Let me show, because some people come on the live late and they ain't seeing what's going on. Right? This is the back end of the building. 35 million Guyanese dollars to the property and a house lot.
And
Free of cost.
Cordell, the point
Right?
that you should also make to viewers that just tune in, that it is above the value, the value of the evaluators.
Mind
You
you, they had
understand? It's
three
way
evaluations.
correct, and it's way above the value that the evaluators give for that the property is worth.
Right. So they had three evaluations, and out of the three evaluations, all of them value the property less than what she's getting from the government. All of them valued it less. Right? So again, just let me show you guys the property that is there. The share screen going on lawless tonight. Right? So this here is the property. This is the front and the side. And tomorrow I'll have better pictures. So I'll do a live on Saturday. No, sorry. Tomorrow morning, I won't be able to get the pictures early enough. I'm going to get that later in the day. So I'll do a live on Saturday and you'll have photos of the actual place. These are photos of photos, right? So this is the front and the side. And let me show you the back. I don't know why this thing in.
That's the mansion where it looked like you get a latrine in the backyard and so.
Hold on. Oh man. I don't know why it's not going to the other picture. Right, so I'll give you all a close-up of the front here. This is the best I could get for y'all at short notice. Government offering her $35 million for this here. Now let me show you, and what people are saying is, and what you will see in the photos that I will get, the only concrete on this building here is the, oh no, I took it off the screen, y'all ain't seeing nothing. Hold on. The only concrete on the building is the front. So the front face is concrete, the sides and the back is wood. Right? The sides and the back of the building is wood.
But what persons blind eye Cordell could look at it and see it's politically motivated.
I agree. But I want to show the blind eyes, Quincy. I want to show the blind eyes. Let me make sure the image on screen. Right. So you're seeing, so this is the back of the building. Only the front face is wood, the concrete. The
Concrete.
front face of it is concrete. Sides, the back wood. This is what is it looks like in the yard there. Let me zoom in. Right? So that's the back. You see the yard looking like it looked like swampy. It looked swampy. I don't, it looked like it wet there. It looked like it wet outside by the toilet and the bathroom area here. Right? $35 million. You telling me you ain't go and start over some. You want to stay and live in here? I understand you grow up and you got sentimental value and them kind of thing. But realistically,
Number one, you're moving away from the flood. You're saying that the coca always broken out and the place flood up, etc. You're not gonna be in the flood no more. Look in your yard how it's swampy. You're not gonna in the swamp. You're gonna get proper toilet. You're not gonna go in a latrine anymore.
And that's what saying, Quincy. She could build a nice flat house so she ain't gotta go up and down no step. That 3-bedroom flat house, like one of them young professional. You understand me? And live nice. Live nice, 35 million.
And still get a piece of change. And still get a piece of change in your pocket.
You can buy a nice little car, put it for work, little taxi, so she get a little money at the end of the month and thing. She could picture for cash. Man, look, these people ridiculous.
What is out over here? We are giving quality how much millions of dollars?
57.
Now I want to know how much these people house value.
Man, they went with the people and signed, man. They went and signed. They went and signed with the people 57. You know?
Look.
You know? You know, Courdel, anytime I was them people, I would have sued them. I would have sued everyone. I would have go and especially know that me have $57 million.
You prove I get 57 million.
You prove I get $57 million.
They should sue them. And then she can go find money that she next thing you know, she got take the 35 million for going getting people $2 million well when they don't go win the thing. These people don't think, you know.
I telling you, that again, that's what old people is tell you about looking in your neighbor yard.
Bye.
Man, look at you plate. Look at you plate. Look at the building that you have. Look at where you're living. Look at the accommodation. You understand?
Yeah.
Why you getting something way out of what you supposed to get?
Champ.
Because I'm sure.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Go ahead.
I'm sure, Courdel, that if it wasn't for the government, got to do that bridge there and put that thing there, nobody would not buy that property. Who can buy though?
Plus, you're there at the back with everything that vibrating and thing. Who want there?
Who want there? You're there where a coke up every time it's constant flooding. I know naturally. So, my God. Common sense ain't common anymore.
Now, mind you, you live your life, you work, you accomplish whatever you accomplish, you build this house, you had children, whatever. You understand me? This is the condition, this you legacy there. Let me say she ain't got children. But look at it. Look where you're getting. You want betterment? It's like, I don't know if it's like, I don't want to say it, but I feel like it's just being old and miserable. And as I told you before this program started, I got reliable information from from in the community itself that the lady has said,
I think we should share this information with the public.
No. The information was shared with me, and I was specifically asked not to release it on the program. Right?
Oh,
but
okay.
the neighbors know this lady. And this lady is a staunch PNC supporter and somebody that has expressed publicly that she just like President Ali. You understand? So she has a reason to be Well, I see Rita Little tune in on this live too. Hey, them littles just give me real support, you know. Big up the self.
Hey, don't worry them. Them is racist. That's what them is. Cause it's injured.
So now we gone to race. And like I normally say on my morning program, no matter how you jump around with these people, it always comes back down to race. Now,
Always.
you keep your property, you have your property in a deplorable state. Right? Them people over the road. Now, let me look at the video in the background. Let me pull it up a little bit and look at how the camera's panning across and the people placed over the road compared to what she got from in relation to what I show y'all. And then mute the volume because we hear the piece already. Now, why y'all focus on the people house across the road in the background? Compared to what she has, the condition, even if that house over there got wood on it, look at the condition compared, right? The people over there look like they got it is a concrete fence.
It looked like a two-story two-story structure.
People got concrete
and
fence.
Concrete fence.
You understand me, man, brother? You understand what I'm trying to show you? Look at that property condition compared to yours. You keep your property like that. These people upkeep their property, so they probably got a higher valuation due, but not 57 million. Not 57 million. You understand, John?
For ya, then I'm okay, you know. This transport.
The other lady jumped in now.
Let the viewers hear the camera person.
The camera, boy, shot. The camera lady jumped in.
What you're talking about. I don't
worry them. Them is racist. That's what them is. Cause it's injuring people.
Mind you, the person from the community said, if you see the camera lady house, if you see the camera lady house, what? You hear? The person from the community said, if you see the camera lady house, what's on the one? And you hear what's going on?
They give them partisan evaluation for these two houses. I want to give these people a next to nothing government evaluation.
$35 million is next to nothing, brother. $35 million Guyanese, some Guyanese demon as next to nothing.
Wait, that's what I say next to nothing? Wow.
Man, let me rewind it, let you hear, man. You were listening to this lady.
Wow.
To see the president because of what's going on here. You can't sleep night nor day. Look at this house over here. What is this house over here? We are giving value how much millions of dollars?
57.
Millions of dollars what they give over here.
Hey, don't worry them. Them is racist. That's what them is. Cause it's injuring people. They give them partisan evaluation for these two houses. I want to give these people a next to nothing government evaluation. These jagabats, look them. Look them. If you feel this is Mocha, we got news for you. Then I'm Mocha, you know. This transported land. I say Mocha land is what? Squatters land. They might pass people.
And they're very unprofessional because you have to after 6 o'clock.
Yeah,
so but the Mocha issue was squatted land.
That wasn't even in Mocha.
The land there, it was squatting. It was squatters were occupying the place.
Them get money too.
They get money. Imagine that. Imagine that.
Hey, you know what guys need to start doing for come up? Going and squat, you know.
Yeah.
Going and squat, they can start.
You know, I think that we should start looking. The government should start looking into, especially. You know, some people is be calling some ridiculous prices for the property partner. I think we should get a cap on what you could call based on evaluation.
No, but realistically, Quincy, people have sentimental value that they place on things, and it would give them an unrealistic valuation of that. You understand me? So
exactly.
You might have something that you deem $1 million, but realistically in this world it ain't worth 1,000. But it got some kind of value to you.
Correct.
And that's and processing realistically at all.
And that's what we're seeing right there with Big Auntie.
Yeah, here. I done with this video. I want to jump over to the one that she did with Sherrod Duncan. And I'm starting the video not from the beginning because there are a lot of fluff and unnecessary things. I looking at the housing issue and the relocation issue. That's my focus here tonight. So I'm gonna start it from where she starts to talk about the actual housing issue and this land and whatnot and whatnot. And again, Vasti Fredericks, I couldn't remember she knew was we talking all the time. I waited to come to
And
this.
that's by her. She's sitting there, right?
Sitting by her here, right?
Yes.
Now, the first thing that jump out, my girl is a licking green. My girl is licking green. She ain't got no time. I stepping out. Sherrod coming. I'm going to change. Wait.
Green top.
So, and she said some stuff in the beginning that it came out to me as heavily political. But I think I'll deal with that in the morning. I want to look at the land issue. The land issue. Right? So let me go.
My Sabbath afternoon, I was preparing my Sabbath. And if I tell you the first document we received from the government, the resident took a lawyer and wrote them a letter concerning what they're doing. And so you walk out and say, I'm spelling my name and tell you my right name.
He wants your ID card.
But he wants my ID card. He said, that's my personal belongings. I can't give it to you. You understand? But these people has a bullyism way. Bullyism with a lot of propaganda going on.
Right. Shit. Auntie over propaganda.
And auntie get catch how much time lying. Unadulterated lie too. Courdel, unadulterated lie.
And so from then to then, they've been giving letters. And if I tell you
so again, from then to then, they have been giving letters. So this, at least from my understanding, would mean some kind of communication was happening between these residents and the government.
And mind you, auntie said out, nobody never spoke with her. Nobody never spoke with her. Unadulterated lie.
First document we received from the government, the resident took a lawyer and wrote them a letter concerning what they're doing to us here.
This is on the housing issue?
Yeah, the housing issue.
And did they respond?
Yes.
Yes, they did.
By having a meeting because the resident...
So by auntie's own admission, the residents took a lawyer, wrote the government, and the government's response was to have a meeting with them. Is that not consultation?
Right there, consultation right there, we established consultation happened.
Yeah, but my thing is, Quincy, and this is like with the false prophet Nigel London. They tend to want to use the fact that they're not agreeing is not consultation. So people meet with you, explain what's going on, show you the way forward, right? But because you don't agree with the way forward, you are not consulted. And I think we gotta move away from that.
Exactly.
That's the benchmark for consultation.
Exactly.
To establish whether consultation happened or not, you know?
The same thing with the GTU.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And they're back on the road again. Anyway, let me hear,
auntie.
I did not go to that meeting because it was my Sabbath afternoon. I was preparing my Sabbath.
So, Bob, again, the people call a meeting. This is about your life, where you will live for the rest of your life. You don't say LD, you don't live out. Mostly the productive part of your life, you don't live out. Right? You're collecting pension now. The people call a meeting. Oh gosh. One Sabbath you're gonna miss and go to the meeting. Now you miss the meeting. And you consulted. Let's see what's going on here, man.
Common sense is not so common anymore.
This is craziness.
And they had that meeting at the NDC out there. And I think Minister Kroll was there, and I don't know who else was there, as I heard. And that is the first time those...
So, you know, at least you remember Minister Kroll without seeing him. and I appreciate that. And note, she wasn't at the meeting, and she knew Minister Crowell being there. So somebody would have had to brief her on what happened at this meeting, who being with us and what going on, right?
Correct. Correct.
These people, man,
people met with the residents. That's the very first time. We have all those things documented.
Okay.
And from what I gathered, the meeting wasn't fruitful.
So you see that jump, Quincy? You see that jump in the video?
There, and I don't know.
Yeah.
There as I heard.
Look, I'll play it again. I'm going to pause it. People, look at the video and you can see a jump. So she goes from this upward sitting position to a relaxed position. Y'all look for it. Now, you see that there?
That looked like it was staged.
Now, that's the point where Sherrod Duncan would have had to stop the video and say, hey, you're contradicting yourself. Catch yourself. Catch yourself.
Yeah, it looked like it cut and paste there.
So he stopped. Brief shit that you're talking shop in the same basically. Reevaluate what you're saying and let me go again. So now she realized that she sells herself out. She relaxed back down in the chair because you remember it's the hatred for the government, the president, and them kind of thing. Shit, biting up his side. So now
a clear enemy of progress.
Clear enemy of progress. Oh, shucks. I ain't turning back up the value.
Every time there as I heard. And that is the first time those people met with the residents.
Now, at the point there, Sherrod telling has to stop the video to tell her. But if you say that, that means it was consultation. This is where the video cuts. Look.
That's the very first time. We have all those things documented. And from what I...
So you see...
Yes.
Contradict yourself. Sherrod has to say, no, well, if you said it, the meaning people consult with you.
Yeah.
And check yourself and let me go again.
So Sherrod back to the video.
Yeah.
You see the extent that these people is go to spread propaganda?
Bro.
Because well, you see now, the person that was videoing her earlier, she don't know that she didn't know how to cut and paste, and Big Auntie went contradicting herself tremendously in the video. All the way through. She went doing it loud and proud. Unadulterated lies.
Everybody coming with a different story.
So here again, every time they come, somebody come with a different story. I don't know how true that is, but that means people have to come on multiple occasions.
Correct.
I don't know. What's your understanding of that? Every time you come with a different story.
Different story. Correct. Correct.
Now they said that we would be having money.
Who's there that's saying this that didn't talk to you? Who is there that's saying this that didn't talk to you?
And mind you, earlier in the video, she said nobody tells she nothing.
Who is this they? You understand me, Quincy?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Play. Why you playing, man?
Everybody coming with a different story. Now they said that we would be having money along with a land. The land would be a gift, a deed of gift. When Mr. Anandalal came around, that's what housing said.
So now, Quincy, this woman done admitting to hearing from, or at least being briefed on what Colin Crowell said, Minister Crowell said.
A deed of gift.
Admit that people said they can give money and give you land, deed of gift.
A deed of gift.
That Minister Anandalal being there now. So again, you meet with the Minister of Housing,
but it's responsible to give you the deed of gift. Then the Attorney General.
The Attorney General, who's the man who got make sure the legal aspects of
exactly.
You understand me? In terms of the deed of gift and whatnot and contracts.
He can do the legal proceedings, yeah.
So you should already admit to hearing from two government officials. You're only playing she no Minister Ejil. You understand? Yeah. So could it be because Minister Ejil is Afro-Guyanese, she don't recognize him? Is this black on black violence or hair? Black on black hair? Could it be?
It could be.
She remembers Minister Crowell, who she didn't meet. Somebody tell her that. Minister Crow because she was her Sabbath and she ain't coming out of the house. And now she remember Minister Anil Nandalal. So what was it with Minister Edgel? But let me continue. Let me hear Auntie.
Anilal came around, he said we have to pay $3 million for the land.
So it's changing.
So that's what I said. Every time they come around, they're not consistent.
No, Quincy. Fine. The government said, first, we can give you this land as a gift. But let me say the government say, man, we overpaying for this land. You understand me? Based on the evaluation, we overpaying for the land. So if we give you 35 million, you can't take $3 million and pay for a house, huh? We paid you over the value for the property that you got.
Yes, exactly.
Come, Quincy, I am trying to think if this woman would have ever had $35 million in her bank account at any point in her life. You understand? And I ain't trying to be her. You understand? But being realistic.
Probably, man. Probably.
Okay, fine. But oh gosh, 35 million, 3 million. Let me say you spend another 15 million to build a house, $18 million from the property you had. You still got change, brother. You still got change. Enough.
They're inconsistent. That's what I say, that this government, this PPP government, the 3 Ps, they don't have a policy, they don't have principles, and they're not polite.
What? Man, no. No, big auntie, no. It's your face to me, Courdel. What's your face? Man, that look like big auntie get a script there. I feel Sherrod told that lady to say that.
Sir, you notice
look at her facial expression alone.
You notice your pause. She said
correct.
This government.
Yes.
This PPP government.
Yes.
They're not what polite, professional or something. Let me watch it one more time, man. Let me look.
I weak.
Man. Auntie on top. Let me watch it one more time.
They don't have this government around. They're not consistent. They're inconsistent. That's what I say, that this government, this PPP government, the 3 Ps, they don't have a policy, they don't have principles, and they're not polite. Because they're bullyism. And they have principles, and they're not polite.
She talking about policy.
She talking about principle.
You had what policy?
She talking about polite as well, Courdel. When we had people like Joseph Hormon, when he said that he have no apology to give anybody about raising the old salary. You understand? So polite. How is that being polite? You're telling the outcries of people when you say you told the population when you go into office, you will raise public servant salary. And when you went into office 3 months after, you raised your own salary and then said, come publicly and say it. Pardon, you don't say it to your wife or you don't say it in your head. You come publicly on TV and say you have no apology to give anybody.
Oh my goodness.
And more so, you used to criticize the previous administration saying that they get a super salary. Right? Man.
And you have to come in and raise your salary.
Yes.
So what's super salary there?
Man.
Quincy, what's going on really, man?
Man, you see what's going on here. You see what's going on here. You know, it's hot my head, Courdel. Honestly, on a daily basis, when you scroll through and go through certain media outlets and so on and hear the foolishness some people have to say. I draw big auntie can say big auntie must be saying she ain't seeing no development.
Well, I didn't get down into the video. I tell people I don't really watch them out. I watch them with pause and I critique as I go. But on the point of being polite, isn't it polite to shake people's hands? Like, isn't that a polite greeting? If we talking
Yes,
about
it
people
is.
being polite.
Yes, it
Come
is.
on. Come on. That's the most simplest form of being polite, to shake someone's hand. Hi, how you doing? You understand me? So I don't
Yes.
know what he's talking about. But she's lyrical. She's a lyricist. She's a lyricist.
She's a poet.
Because they bully and terrorism. Because they went out there and threatened a resident. If you don't move out within certain time, don't let it happen to you like what happened to Boko people. That
Quincy.
Man. Man.
No, no, Quincy.
So then, literally, Courdel, we have people that that is so bent on illegality or
Partner,
condoning, or people that would condone illegality. No, the place, it was not their land. Squatting was never legal, partner. Why they keep coming up with this moko story? You know, it's like these people get a land and the government just go and take away the land and bulldoze the place down.
yeah. But my thing is, Quincy, and I gotta see, people gotta stop saying mocker. The place where those people were squatting does not fall within the boundaries of Mocha. It does not, right? So where those people were squatting, not Mocha. And again, I want to highlight the people who are squatting in where the Heroes Highway is built now. That those persons waited until the very last moment to cause the kind of destruction that happened to their homes there.
Because the opposition went in there and would have manipulated a few bunch by telling them,
Yeah,
don't move,
right. And I'm
don't move.
absolutely sure that's what's happening here. So
And
these people telling Auntie, don't go nowhere, let us stay there.
don't go away. Yeah.
So the bridge can delay and all kind of thing. So it can come
You
to a
know,
point where we can't wait anymore. We got to move these things. And I bet you she gonna sit down in the house even with the excavator knocking on the door. Cap. She gonna sit down and I going
yeah,
nowhere. That's the
yeah.
kind of level of ignorance. And we got to realize that some of these old people, and no disrespect to the elderly people on this program, but some of y'all are miserable. Some of you are miserable. Not all of you, but some of you. This lady here is miserable. What reason you could got going on to be going on like this?
Man, listening to her alone, looking at her posture, looking at her facial expression, you could see that auntie ain't easy.
Terrorists, you understand? Like the old people used to say, this was
Yeah,
an
man.
old Tantaria. This is an old Tantaria. This is an old Tantaria, Quincy.
Yeah.
this bullyism.
You know
What
the
are they
name of
doing?
the
And the
person
senior
sells you?
citizens they're dealing with.
Wow. Wow.
I think since this project started, you can't sleep here in the night, Mr. Duncan.
That's why they're asking you to move, Auntie. You could have
Hmm.
moved into the renting place while you waiting, Auntie. You could have go in the renting place while you're waiting, get the place shaking up. You know you're back in good. I know what to say about these people, Quincy.
Mm-hmm.
You're being terrorized by nice whole night. The Chinese doesn't concern. Well, if your own Guyanese people government do you these kind of things.
No, don't do the Chinese that. Please. The Chinese are people who
Courdel,
work
1 minute,
Sunday
1
to
minute.
Sunday. Sure. The Chinese are people who work Sunday to Sunday. You understand? So when you got Chinese on the bridge, you know no Chinese going home, going out on sport Saturday night and can't come to work Sunday when they're pushing an extra work. Are Chinese going to Unforgettable? Are going to Linden to recross and ain't gonna come to work and slow up the work? So sometimes you just need the Chinese to do things because they just work and done out the work quick. They wasting time. You understand? So the Chinese can work 24/7. They ain't playing. They want to finish the work, done, and go along the way. Right? So I don't know where they expect, knowing that it's a Chinese company win the contract. Them people don't play. Christmas Day, New Year's Day, Easter, Mash Day, they don't care. They walk it. Probably, I think that I don't even think that's close for their Chinese New Year. Then people put up the thing, burn the little incense, and open the store. And that's the difference between Chinese and a lot of other races. Then people don't got time to waste with holiday and thing. Then people about the money and business. So don't come down on the Chinese. They doing what they're supposed to do. They walk in.
What do you think the Chinese gonna do me?
This is the construction now.
Yes.
Thing at the back.
Yes.
Pertaining to the bridge.
You're not sleeping. Nice whole night. The trucks are passing in here all night, whole day. You're in your house, your bed shaking, all your things falling off the wall, you're cooking, your pot shaking from the stove.
Collect 35 million and move. Collect 35 million and move. Collect 35 million and move. Look at all these problems you highlighting.
Some of them I stormed off because I threatened that the stove blow up.
How the stove blowing up, auntie? How the hell the stove blowing up? How is the stove blowing up from the vibration of the truck passing? There's the kind of antics and the drama that these people just want to bring. Good night to Rihanna Juman and little Rihanna Juman if you're watching. Yeah, this lady just said she don't want to cook because she think the stove gonna blow up. If there's your house, we might just see the stove. What kind of stove you got, man?
So wait, the government responsible to for your stove?
Bye. Look.
Get up on the bed, you're rocking. Dust, nice, non-stop. If you see dust in your house.
Move out.
Dust non-stop.
Move out.
You
collect 35 million the piece of land and move out. Pay for it, out of the 35 you get, and move out.
In a sandpit or
No,
something.
Courdel, correction. She don't have to pay for the land. The land is a deed of gift. And deed of gift for persons that might not know, it means you're getting something for free. Absolutely free.
My auntie just said they want 3 million. So I just tell her, man, even if you pay 3 million, you got money left back. Right? I know maths is a thing for these people, but even if you pay 3 million for the land, as you said, they tell you to pay for it, you still got money left back. Right? And I will confirm with Minister Edgel whether these persons are paying for the land. And mind you, I am 95% sure the land is being given to them as a deed of gift, as Quincy said. I'm 95% sure that indeed that is what's happening.
Okay, you don't have no proper walkway neither out there. This is an old area. This piece is all here. It's an old area, it's an old scheme. This is not a new developed scheme.
You've lived here for a long time.
Right? And if I tell you I'm here from the age of 5, and look at me now. Right?
Your life is here, your roots are here.
My roots are here. Now they take us to lawyers. They assign us to different lawyers. Now the lawyer told me.
No, mind you here. They took us to a lawyer. They took us to lawyers.
Which is being paid for by the government.
So this here confirms what Quincy said earlier, that the government is footing the bill for the legal advice that they get in this situation. So she ain't got no out-of-pocket expense to pay no lawyer.
None whatsoever. Even when the house is being constructed, the government will rent a place for her until the place or place is finished being constructed.
That's it. That six says she's been living there for 100 years. She should move in one little scenery, man. A little scenery.
When I asked about my fruit trees, my sentimental values, and
you see what I tell you? You see what I tell you? She's studying blasted fruit tree and sentimental value. You understand?
Man.
It's the sentimental money she wants. She's studying fruit tree.
Well, you could go and plant your fruit tree where you're going at your new place. Go and plant it there.
Sir, if the lady collect 35 million tomorrow, you hear me? Until she pass away, she could buy fruit. She ain't gonna get no fruit tree. She could buy fruit. You could buy fruit. If you every weekend,
every
you could
day.
go and buy a fruit.
Every day. Every day she could go and get fruit salad.
Sentimental value, I tell you that. So she placing more value than the actual value is on her place.
Because it get fruit tree.
And mind you, sentimental value is real. Because somebody could have given you something. Like I got some stuff from my aunt that passed away that I hold dear to me. Right? And you might see it and you might think it's trash. But at the end of the day, we gotta be realistic. We're talking about dollars and cents. Hey, we gotta evaluate what is there. We can't evaluate your feelings. Come on, man. Jeez.
Whatever.
So this is the government assigned you to.
My sentiment, different lawyers. Now the lawyer told me when I asked about my fruit trees, my sentimental values, and whatever.
So this is the government assigned you to.
Yes, right? Yes, the government. Yes, since Anil take over, each resident were assigned to different lawyers. He told me that they're not concerned about compensating you for your trees and sentimental values and those kind of things. We would be giving back trees. I would be giving back trees to plant. I watch in the face and I take off my hat. I say, watch my face and watch my hair.
Man, but
the man giving you the government went as low and he said, did you give us your back tree for plant?
No, but realistically, Quincy.
Courdel.
Realistically, brother. What else is supposed to do? Dig out the tree and carry it? What is supposed to do?
Man.
You can't pick up the tree and carry it? What?
Man. Courdel, they even getting back free fruit tree to plant.
But I understand what she's saying in terms of time when by the time the tree grow, she might pass away. She mightn't even live this. Anyway, don't let me sit down. But oh gosh, brother, oh gosh, what are people gonna do with your fruit tree that don't grow up already? What are they supposed to do about that?
Man, I think she should hire Cantor. They go to try and hire Cantor the excavator with a total of 5 million.
Yeah.
Then the excavator dig out the root and put it on a canter and carry it to wherever it is.
The same size excavator that broke down them house in Mocha would take out in a 3 hour. One walk.
Man, not even so long. Less than an hour. Less than an hour. Just dig out the root, put it on a canter and let auntie carry it. The sentimental values.
Excavator, people don't rent the excavator 1 hour at a time. It's got to take like 2 or 3 hours at a time.
No, 4 hours. From 4 hours up.
4 hours. In the period, everything she want to move, that could dig out and put on a canter and put some place until she get your house lot and dig up, put it back down, build it. You understand? People ain't realistic at all, you know. People ain't realistic at all, bro. They're not.
When I planted back trees to grow, when to have my fruits, I said you have to give me fruit trees with fruits on them.
So auntie want the government gives you fruit trees with fruits on them.
You can't make these things up, you know. That's why I can't wait till in the morning. I can't wait till in the morning, my brother. You can't make up these things. This is literally creating an impossible situation. How the government giving you fruit tree with fruit on it, partner?
Man, look. Man, look. I don't play.
Man, let me listen one more time.
And so the fruits here. When I planted back trees to grow, when to have my fruits, I said you have to give me fruit trees with fruits on them. And so there's no
so you see the video cut. You see the video cut there again. Y'all, listen, viewers, I want y'all to pay attention to these jump cuts. This is what you call it professionally in the business.
Edit.
Cut, right? Look at the video stop. Every time the video stops, it's Sherrod stopping her and saying you're talking nonsense. You hear me? How the government giving you tree with fruit on it, partner? What madness is this? What madness is this?
Here, when I planted back trees to grow, when to have my fruits, I said you have to give me fruit trees with fruits on them.
Now look, y'all look at this here. Y'all look at your posture. Look at it. Sherrod had to stop and say, lady, you're talking stupidness. Look.
And so there's no.
So you see the cut. So she back in a different position now. Because Sherrod had to say, oh, I want to post this to you and really make I look bad. You gonna make I look bad. And it's like these people ain't got shame because if I was Sherrod Duncan, I didn't post in this video because you making me look stupid. Because I would have asked you, I was interviewing her. I would say, but auntie, how the government can give you fruit trees with fruits on it?
With fruits on them.
How the work out? Explain to me so I can understand.
And remember, she earlier she said that the government even offered to give her back the fruit trees
that she got plant.
That she got a plant. But she wanted with fruits on it.
A laden mango tree, laden tree. What? Bye. Unrealistic. And this is somebody who claiming people in a plan, policy, and they polite.
Yeah. And this is somebody that said that alleged that they're not the enemy of progress.
Right. Bro, she's the chief enemy of progress right now. Nonsense.
Compensation for the trees that I'll be having fruit trees. I said, well, then I have to have fruit trees with fruits on them. Because look at me. I took off my hat and said, look at my face and watching my hair. Right? So when they're going back to I reap, they're very, very unfair and callous.
So she getting more money than she property value, and she didn't even want to spend back the money in the community. You understand? Unfair and callous is something Sherrod Duncan said to her when he come to her before the interview start. Auntie, we think the government is treating you in a very unfair and callous way. So she repeating what she hear. Then come from she. You understand? So she didn't even want to invest $1 million out she money to buy back fruit in the Guyana economy. That's how sad auntie start. She want all the money to herself. See you playing with, see?
My.
What's this?
Man, the government that doesn't care about people. And people is afraid of them because of their behavior. And so Tuesday, the meeting was supposed to be yesterday morning, no? So Tuesday afternoon, I just came from the hospital. After 6 o'clock, I got a call. I'm calling from Mr. Edgel's office. Who is calling? My name is something Khan. Something Khan. But he's calling from Mr. Edgel's office informing me there's a meeting tomorrow morning, which is Wednesday morning, he tell me 7 o'clock at the bridge. I said, concerning what? He said he don't know.
Who you think it concern, auntie?
Hi.
Who you think it concern? That's the kind of ignorance these people approaching this thing with, you know. And for me, I couldn't deal with it because you're being difficult right now. First of all, you know, the minute somebody come in, calling from the minister office at the Harbor Bridge. You living in Peters Hall. You don't know the people trying to buy this property from you. What do you think they call you for?
Man.
It's a high level of ignorance getting displayed.
I said, so how are you calling me? You're not with them? He said, no. I said, you're not a part of Mr. Edgel? He said, no, they just asked him to call. I said, so why you call if you're not part of them? It's concerning what? Then he says concerning the bridge. I said, 7 o'clock. I said, sir, he said, you don't want to hear anything because
Up.
He said he don't want to hear anything because he doesn't know anything. I said, well, what part do you play in?
No, imagine. Let me say the office assistant or the somebody in the office there who ain't got these details, get a list of names to call these people and say, man, they got a meeting, this is the time and whatnot. Oh shucks, buddy, if the brother got the information, you just talk on it earlier. I didn't play it. She didn't want to get your ID to somebody when they say, man, I just want your ID to confirm the spelling of your name. When you got to present ID, man, you got to present ID, picking up any document, you're picking up anything. Look, this is crazy.
It's craziness, man. Common sense. Common sense.
To answer questions on a phone, you don't know who the person is, whatnot. And when people in front of you, you don't even want to show them your ID.
Man. Again, Courdel, common sense isn't common anymore.
Ah,
But
This bridge project,
go ahead, Quincy.
yeah, no, play the video.
make you here. He said, make you call in. He said, he's an engineer. I said, what's your portfolio? He said, I'm an engineer. So I said, you're an engineer. I said, well, anyhow, you're part of the public service, right? And so you're concerned. Anyhow, I slept. I didn't go to no meeting.
Second meeting she ain't go to. Second meeting this lady ain't go to.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to know why Sherrod Duncan would post this video to show this lady completely showing that she's not even trying to be involved in the process. So
And then,
go ahead.
Correct. And then you remember everyone is the relevant authorities are reaching out to this lady, and based out our own admission, Courdel. Her own admission. That's 2 videos, 2 meetings. She said she didn't attend.
Right. So people making efforts to meet with you. All right, you're a very religious woman. Your Sabbath you coming out. They call you get the engineer, you want to portfolio, you want to know this, you want to know that, but you don't want to go to the meeting to know what's going on. You don't want to go to the meeting. She outright, I didn't go to the meeting. I said, what? Man, this lady's trouble. This lady's trouble.
Anyhow, I slept. I didn't go to no meeting. I planned that I would not go to no meeting. And so Mr. Edgel called me out of my bed early in the morning.
The man who she know. The man
Mr. Edgel, yes.
The
call
man
her out of bed.
Call her out of her bed. So this is a personal call from the minister. I ain't seen you. I want to engage you so you can know what's going on. And this is the government that call us and don't care. And really, if they didn't care, they'd come
bully. Yeah, the government that is bully people.
Oh my goodness. By her own admission, she's showing the efforts of the ministers.
I have to tell him I have a terminal ill brother. And I need my rest. And you call me so early. You say I'm a senior citizen to wake me up out of my bed to tell me about meeting.
This is your life, your house that you been in since you was 5. That flooding out, that old. The people call you the night before about the meeting, and you make up you just said, I make up my mind, I'm going to the meeting. The minister call you the morning because he ain't seeing you. Your brother living there with you? If your brother come out of the hospital and he got no place to go, you want some place to go to? What's wrong with these people? What's wrong with these people? So she outright said she ain't going to nothing, Quincy?
She outright said she's not going anywhere. Man.
Why?
This lady, something wrong with her.
I forget what to ask you why y'all calling people after hours, invite them to meeting. If me and you got any personal relationship, if it's a date. If that would be a date, make you calling me after our personal relationship. If it's calling people after hours, invite them to meeting. If me and you got any personal relationship, if it's a date.
Quincy. Man,
I
didn't get so far into the video, you know. Honestly, I didn't get so far.
Well,
I didn't get so far into the video.
But stupidity tolerance.
Hold on to me. Hold the phone there for me. Give me 2 minutes. Go ahead.
Man. Well, viewers, there you have it. There you have it for yourself. You can see clearly that this particular individual and the small handful of persons that are bent on not wanting to see any progress happening in Guyana, that this entire thing is politically motivated. Because you can hear for yourself. The first thing the lady want, the government give you back your fruit tree with fruits on it.
Oh my God. Sir, listen.
Now, when the people call, she say the people calling her think she wants to know if they're in a personal relationship. They calling her late in the night and early in the morning.
Oh my God. Look. You can't
Man,
make these things up, you know. Guyana is original. Guyanese are original. You understand?
man, Courdel. But
Man.
Miss Stupidity check light, come on.
Quincy,
Man,
let me let you for two
check.
more minutes and we can
The
wrap up the show.
stupidity tolerance check light is on, comrade.
2 more minutes, Quincy. Let me see if she got any more gems, so because she dropping bombs all night. All night. Oh my God. She's on top of things.
If that would be the if me
Wait.
and you got any forget what's the ask the senior citizen to wake me up out of my bed to tell me about meeting. But I forget what's to ask you why y'all calling people after hours to invite them to meeting. If me and you got any personal relationship, if it's a date. If that would be the date, you calling me after hours at me house night time. There's a tell you the insensitive, stupid set of people. Anyhow, by the time he called me in the morning, he was here at my gap.
Quincy, is what we just hear there. So after Minister call,
So wait, after Minister called her, she said she don't, the person that she don't know came at her gap. Went at her gap. Man. The stupidity tolerance check light is on.
Open my gate, I went down, I opened my gate to him, he said, "Good morning, Mom." And
she don't know we stuck.
The same person that she didn't know.
Who are you? She know how the minister talk. She got the intonation, everything. Good morning, Mom.
Yeah. Man, lying is like talking the truth for them, man. Auntie could lie by.
In fact, when he called, I said, "Who is speaking?" "It's Mr. Edgel." I said, "What you calling for?" "Oh, Mom, you're not coming to the meeting." I said, "No, I don't think I can make it." "Okay, Mom, I'll be at your house." I didn't answer him, and he was here at my gate.
So imagine, Mr. Call a meeting.
So wait,
you show up yourself.
The admission, by her own admission, she said the minister would have spoken to her before he went to her residence. Until she was operating like she don't know what the minister is doing here. She don't know him. She never went. She don't know about anything that is going on. Man, unadulterated lie.
Quincy, the minister going extra effort, left the people who get up and come to the meeting to look after their interests. Quincy,
man,
and come to this woman specifically. So you could see this woman has continuously been being difficult throughout the process.
Yeah, man.
Oh my goodness.
So I went downstairs to him, and when he came, he said, "Oh, Miss Mr. Edgel, good morning," and he came to give
me
this letter of so. And then I relate, I think that is on the meeting now, what I relate to him. But during the process after what I relate to him, because look at the house over there. All of us, because they say we could go and have our own private valuation.
Mind you, and we can end here, because I little fed up with it too. Mind you, up to now, she in say with the private evaluation, people evaluate for Shilland. I'm going to look out to the rest of it and we'll continue tomorrow morning. But that's kind of show you, bro. You understand me? Up to now, she or Sherrod didn't mention how much the valuator value for her land.
Up to now, when they were doing the video, they did not video her own place. She did not video her own place and saying, "Look at my palace, look at my mansion. They want to give me $35 million alone. Look at how me place big and fancy." Man, Courdel again. I'm going to tell you my...
I see Council Chase Green is asking how much is her private evaluation. I was reliably informed that there were 3 evaluations done, one done by the government evaluation office and 2 by private evaluators. And all three evaluated the property less than 35, way less than $35 million. Right? And I will endeavor for the new week to have those evaluations, copies of them available so that you guys can have a look-see at the evaluators' estimates on the property. Go ahead, Quincy.
Yeah. Man, Courdel, you could see that this entire thing is politically motivated. The opposition continues to show that they are national enemy of progress. everything that the government is trying to do that will benefit each and every single Guyanese, the opposition oppose it.
Yeah.
And they're going and also manipulate their disciples to act foolishly in public. You know?
She family must be seeing the video going there forever. You got the copy and deleted that. Yeah,
Man,
here.
I
I feel it more. I play and play though.
Courdel, I would have shame. If that lady was anyone was related to me, I would have stopped talking to she. Honestly, I didn't want nothing to do with she. Number one, I would have done stop talking to she because your place in place a bit deplorable, and you're being offered $35 million. The people them giving you based on her own admission, you understand? Her own admission. The people them giving you fruit tree. You talk about your sentimental values, which you grew up there from since you were 5 years old, and your fruit trees that the government said, I will give you back your fruit tree. She said she want back your fruit tree with fruits on it. She want back her fruit tree with fruits on it. The government, you went to two private evaluators and the government evaluator, whereby all three persons would have valued your property low. The government, despite of that, giving you way more money than the property is valued at. You get a problem with that as well. Right? You're blaming the government because of some cocoa or something. Some cocoa break and the place flood. And it damage you up. I'm sure washing machine and stuff.
Bye. I wouldn't want to move.
Man, exactly. More so, the woman, man, Courdel, remember when the lady said, when she mentioned that because the people doing the bridge there, it making her stove want to explode.
Explode?
Oh, man.
Tsunami.
Man, how is that even possible, partner? That's what I tell you. My stupidity tolerance check light, it blinking right now. the check light come on.
Oh my God, my control buddy.
Man.
Oh my God. Bro. Look, Quincy, thank you for being here with me tonight.
Yeah, brother.
I'll let you get back to your family and stuff. We had a good laugh tonight, man. I'm glad
tonight.
Some more. But
yeah,
I know
man.
You don't like them early morning run-ins.
Man,
I'm getting some actual photos of this place so we can see clearly what is going on. So I have a Saturday morning live, and I usually don't have lives on the weekend. So, but I'm letting people know we can have a Saturday morning live, and I'll probably invite you back to let's have another gaff, man.
All right, no problem. As long as time permit me, definitely.
I know you're a busy man. Like I tell you, all this man write music, he does sing, you got business. Well, just Dubai, everything you doing, by.
Man, in order to say multiple stream income is the way to go.
Yeah. Before I let you go, you were at the Congress. How was that?
Courdel, the Congress was a huge success. I have never went to a Congress that had that particular turnout. You know, the turnout of the Congress was amazing. It was smooth, the decoration, everything. It was well planned and
Yeah.
executed. I must say as well, congratulations to all the newly elected CC members. I
Right.
know that the persons that are elected will serve not only the party well, they would also serve the country well. But
Yeah.
more so, the Congress was lit. I I even had a chance to meet the Chinese guy that Kaichur News said is Sue.
You meet Sue?
I met Sue.
Wait, wait. I forget. Let me show the people. I remember your post photo. Let me pull it up
Yes,
before I do.
you know,
Before Quincy
I
meets
met
Sue.
Sue.
You have to tell you. Like,
Right?
what
So
story is this? Let me pull it up first for them. Go
myself and
ahead,
the speaker
Quincy.
was conversating when I saw Sue came out the vehicle. I said, listen to dear, you Sue again. Here, yeah. I said,
Does you tell the speaker?
yeah.
You out there though.
I said, listen to dear, you Sue again.
Oh my goodness. No,
Man,
Quincy
you
post
know,
nothing, man. It's not scrolling like that way by.
man, but Courdel, you know, you're seeing Kaitro News and these places, I don't know. And when they put out these lies, Courdel, they don't do a retraction to them. They don't apologize and say, man, they mislead the public.
Kaichor does.
Rarely,
They do. Quite Kaichor does.
rarely. I haven't seen a retraction of that article as yet. That was big in the front page. Sue at some PPP fundraiser.
No, they did.
They did do a
They
retraction
did.
to it.
They did.
They did a retraction.
Yeah, they did.
I know. The person,
Yep.
the person in question would have sent them a lawyer's letter forcing them to do a retraction of the story, but I didn't follow up. I didn't follow up with it afterwards. So, if the retraction was
People,
done,
y'all
then
want
must say
Quincy and
thank you.
Sue. What Quincy and Sue?
Guy, sure you Sue.
Quincy and Sue in Congress. Quincy meets Sue.
Man,
Yes,
it was
man.
an honor. It was an honor to meet Sue Courdel. You know, that's a very
Why?
that is a very controversial man.
I tell you, bro. I tell you. Hey, Guyana always got kicks, you know. We can't be a
Man,
sad people. We can't go on social media scrolling.
Guyana is a happy place, Courdel. Guyana is a happy place. Every day is something new. Every single day is something new.
Tell you, man. Anyway, champ, let me head out of here. Thank you for being
Yeah.
here. Yeah,
Man, thanks
have
for
me.
having me. Viewers, thanks for tuning in. Until we meet again, guys. Courdel again, thanks for having me on the show program.
Take care, brother. Guys, so that was Quincy Anderson joining us to go through the paces with the Peters All matter. And you know, I like sometimes to bring evidence. But tonight we have to bring Auntie provide all the evidence that we needed. Auntie provide all the evidence. Look. Wow. And a special good night to Shafira Ali. Y'all check out her program on 98.1. She can put the timings there and remind me. But she's reminding me, y'all look at the Vice President press conference today. Kaichor News missing in action. Not a buying, got a question. Y'all realize what's going on? Just like when Glenn Lau said he gonna bring the people to provide solar power at the required base load, right? And the Vice President said, bring them. Never show up to another press conference. Well, hopefully now we can probably not get stupid questions from Kaichor News anymore because they didn't come to the press conference. I think that young lady so ashamed that she ain't want to come. Trouble. Anyway, guys, I heading out to here. Y'all have a great night. It was good being here with you in the evening time. Thank you for all the persons who tuned into the live this evening. Y'all continue to be good Guyanese. And as I normally say before I go, it's all about peace. It's all about love. It's all about one Guyana.
Where our people can live in peace, where every race trusts each other, where racial prejudice no longer exists. Our children will have one Guyana, to grow up in a land united and free, with equality and blessed with prosperity. It's a message I just want you to understand. Stop and think.